Hi guys, welcome to my video today. I am sharing with you 10 soup recipes. September to me is Souptember. I make a ton of soup when the fall season begins, so I just love it. So I'm gonna share with you 10 soup recipes to celebrate Souptember, and they are all amazing. If you're new to my channel, make sure you click subscribe. Leave me a comment if you ever have any questions. Let me show you these 10 soup recipes. For this soup, I'm using my Dutch oven, and I'm going to make a tortellini soup. It is so delicious. So I have a tablespoon of minced garlic. I'm using a pound of ground turkey. You can use ground beef as well. So I'm just going to brown this right in my Dutch oven, which I love, just cooking everything right here into the Dutch oven. Makes it so easy, and I love easy cleanup as well. I'm adding in Italian seasoning, about a teaspoon, but you can add as much as you'd like. I have some garlic powder, again about another teaspoon. I am using Better Than Bouillon to make my chicken broth. I am going to do 8 cups of chicken broth, adding that in, and I am going to let this broth I'm going to let it come to a boil. I'm going to add the tortellini in and cook this tortellini for about 20 minutes. This is so yummy. Once the tortellini is cooked, I'm going to add in some veggies as well. So I'm going to add in some spinach for this, and this soup is so good. So I am using a cheese tortellini, which is our favorite in our family. I added in 2 big, huge handfuls of spinach, and spinach wilts up, so it comes out really small, but very yummy. So I'm going to be doing a sweet potato chili. Absolutely love chilies. So I'm using ground turkey again. I mostly use ground turkey. You can use ground beef as well, but we are just really big fans of ground turkey in our family. I have 1 sweet potato diced up, dark red kidney beans, great northern beans, both washed and drained. I have a can of tomato sauce, just a small can. I'm going to add in my seasonings. I'm going to do a teaspoon of garlic powder and measure to how you like to taste. I have ground cumin, and I have paprika and chili powder as well that I will add into this. You can also add in salt and pepper. I wait to add in the salt and pepper at the very end because my family, not everyone loves it. So add in salt and pepper as needed. I'm going to add in 2 cups of beef broth, and this is ready to go. Just a really awesome dump and go chili. So yummy with the sweet potato. So perfect for fall and winter, and it just cooks so well together. Just gonna cook this in my crock pot on low for 8 hours. It is so wonderful coming home to this delicious turkey sweet potato chili. Super filling, super flavorful. We love this one. So you can add some toppings on if you'd like as well. I just like this regular, but you can add some sour cream, or sometimes I even add some Greek yogurt, plain Greek yogurt. I'm using my crock pot again. I'm going to use 3 chicken breasts in this. This is going to be a Marry Me chicken, but a soup version. So it is really yummy. I love it. It has my favorite sun-dried tomatoes, which is just definitely one of my favorites. So I have my 3 chicken breasts. I have 2 stalks of celery. I have a tablespoon of garlic. I have a Italian seasoning, and then my favorite sun-dried tomatoes. So I'm adding in about 1/4 cup of sun-dried tomatoes. I'm going to add in some great northern beans. I'm going to make my chicken broth. I'm using 4 cups of chicken broth, and then this will cook on low for about 6 to 8 hours, and then I will take this chicken out. This smells so delicious. I'm going to remove my chicken to shred it. So I'm going to take each piece out of the crock pot and then shred it, and then put it back into all of the yummy juices. So I got this new chicken shredder from Amazon. I am really in love with it. It is super cool. So you add the chicken into, there's some little spikes, and you just kind of press it into the spikes, put the lid on, which has little spikes as well, and then you just spin it around a bit, and it has little kind of grippers on the bottom. But it shreds the chicken really cool. There's lots of different ways you can shred your chicken. Some people put it in their like KitchenAid mixer and shred it that way. But I saw this gadget and I had to get it, and I really, really like it. I'm going to be using it a lot, I am sure. And it was really inexpensive. It was less than $10. It's plastic, but I really, really like it. It is so cool. It shreds so awesome. And we do a lot of chicken in the crock pot, so this is just a really fun way for me to shred that chicken. And just super easy also. So I'm just going to add in this third chicken breast, shred it up. You can do 2 or 3 chicken breasts in this one. We really like chicken, so adding more chicken is good for us. But adding in 3 chicken breasts, so there it is, added back into the soup. I will mix it together with all of the yummy broth and everything else. You can add in also some heavy cream if you want, and some Parmesan cheese also for a really nice garnishment with the cheese. But this is super yummy. So I'm going to be doing another chili because I really just love chilies. So I have my ground turkey, which I'm just making right in my Dutch oven, which I mentioned I just love doing it that way. I just have a packet of chili seasoning mix, which just makes everything so convenient. I have kidney beans washed and drained, Great Northern beans that I will wash and drain. I have lentils that I will wash and drain as well. A can of corn that I will drain. Diced tomatoes. I'll just put the whole can of these diced tomatoes. And these diced tomatoes have diced green chilies in here, which I absolutely love. So I have 2 cups of chicken broth. Gonna give this a stir. This is hands down one of my favorite and most easiest recipes ever. I could literally eat this every week. So good. So I'm going to be doing a green enchilada soup. I have 2 chicken breasts diced up. I have a can of green enchilada sauce. You can use red enchilada sauce as well. I just really love the green one. A can of corn drained, and I'm going to add in 4 cups of chicken broth. Super easy. I'm going to cook this in my crock pot. I'm going to do it on low for about 6 hours. And then once this is done, I'm going to add in a diced up zucchini. I love to add some veggies to my soups, just makes it all so good. I have half a cup of shredded Monterey Jack cheese. I'm going to give this a stir. I'm going to put the lid back on for about 30 minutes to let the zucchini cook, and then this is ready to go. So it is really so awesome. The chicken, the zucchini, the corn is such great combos, a little bit of cheese. You can garnish with some more cheese. You can garnish with some avocado as well, but this is definitely delicious. So I'm going to do a cauliflower soup. One of my favorites is cauliflower soup. So this one's really healthy. So I have 2 heads of cauliflower, half a cup of shredded carrots, half of a diced onion. I have my minced garlic. You can mince your own garlic, definitely. I just buy it already minced. I have my Italian seasoning, a teaspoon of Italian seasoning, and my Better Than bouillon that I use for just about everything. So I have 4 cups of chicken broth. I'm going to cook this on low for 8 hours, and this cauliflower will be super soft. I'm going to mash it a little bit. This is just my ground beef masher. I'm going to mash it a little bit, and then I'm going to use my immersion blender to make this nice and smooth. So you can do the immersion blender as much as you'd like for your desired consistency. Add on some shredded cheddar cheese. It's awesome. Perfect garnishment. I am making a crack chicken soup. I have my diced onion that I'm browning a bit in my Dutch oven. I'm going to add in 2 stalks of celery diced up. I'm going to cook these for just a minute, get them nice and soft. And this is just, I love anything with ranch seasoning. So this has a tablespoon of ranch seasoning. I'm going to give that a stir with my onion and celery. I'm going to add in my chicken broth as well. So I'm going to be using 8 cups of chicken broth for this soup. And you can use regular chicken broth or this one that I use, the Better Than bouillon, that I make my own. So I'm going to add in some shredded cheddar cheese. I have 1 cup of shredded cheddar cheese. I have my cooked chicken. This is 2 chicken breasts diced up. We had a grilled chicken breast earlier or yesterday, so I'm diced that up, some leftovers. I'm going to add in some spinach, and I just love spinach in soup, so 2 big huge handfuls. Give this a little stir, get that spinach nice and into all of the broth of the soup. I'm going to let this cook for about 20 minutes, and while this is cooking, I am going to make some bacon because anything with ranch needs bacon. So I'm going to cook my bacon in my air fryer, which is such an easy way to cook bacon. If you have not cooked it this way, super easy, 10 minutes and it is done. So now I'm going to cut up my bacon into the soup with just my kitchen scissors, and this just gives it a really, really awesome flavor. So just a regular cracked chicken, but a soup version. And delicious, such great combos with the ranch and the bacon and the cheddar cheese. So I'm going to do a cabbage soup. This is definitely one of my favorite soups. I make this all the time. It is so, so healthy. Whenever I want to do lots and lots of veggies, I go for this soup. So I have celery, I have carrots, and I'm dicing everything up into just some smaller pieces. I have green bell pepper as well, and just like I said, super healthy, full of really awesome veggies. So if you're trying to maybe cut out meat for a day or 2 a week, sometimes I like to do a meatless Monday, but I like to make this soup, and it is just really awesome for a vegetarian type version. You can use vegetable broth if you want to make it vegetarian. But I have everything all diced up and ready to go into the soup. I'm going to use my Dutch oven again for this one. I just love using the Dutch oven for soups. It just makes everything delicious and so easy to cook. I have a tablespoon of my minced garlic. I'm going to add in my bell pepper. I'm going to add in a can of tomato sauce. So I'm going to add in a can of crushed tomatoes and a can of tomato sauce as well. And this just gives it tons and tons of flavor. I'm going to add in my carrots, my diced up carrots. I have my diced celery. I'm going to give that a stir, but I'm going to add in cabbage into this. So the cabbage just really makes this so, so awesome. So I just have a bag of already made like cabbage coleslaw, and which is totally easy. You could just use a head of cabbage if you like and dice it up real small. I'm adding chicken broth, but like I said, you can add vegetable broth as well to keep this definitely vegetarian. I'm gonna give this a little stir, put the lid on, and this is gonna cook for about 30 to 40 minutes. The cabbage and all the veggies will be super tender, and the tomato sauce in this gives it really awesome flavor. So definitely one of my favorites. Now this one is a family favorite. Everyone in my family absolutely loves this white chicken chili. So I'm using chicken thighs, which really make this so awesome. And I'm using this green salsa. So I have 2 little cans. They were out of the regular size cans at the store, but I'm adding in this. It's just a mild green salsa, and it's just delicious. I have my Great Northern beans, my kidney beans, both washed and drained, my favorite Southwest blend frozen veggies. I'm adding in 2 cups. It's just diced bell pepper, diced onion, some corn and black beans. I have 2 cups of chicken broth, and this is going to cook in the crock pot. And I'm going to do it on low for 8 hours. And then at the end of the day, this is so, so awesome. So I have it, I'm going to cook it on low for 8 hours, and then I will, once it's ready, and this smells so good. Once it's ready, I'm going to shred this chicken. It will just fall apart just in with all the other chili. So I'm just going to stir it with my tongs, kind of breaking up these pieces, and it is so, so good. So once all of these pieces are nice and broken up really small, you can remove it and shred it like in a bowl or a plate, or you can just shred it inside of the crock pot, which I do, which just makes it really easy and convenient. But now that it's shredded, I'm going to add in some cream cheese, and this makes this absolutely amazing. So I'm going to let this cook in here for about 20 minutes. I'm gonna put the lid back on, let this cream cheese melt into this, and it will be creamy, delicious, and just really savory with the cream cheese. So I'm going to now give this a stir, and it will mix together all of the cream cheese. So just keep stirring and stirring until that cream cheese is nice and smooth. And sometimes it takes a minute, it gets a little bit clumpy, but it is really, really good. Just keep stirring it and you will absolutely love this one. So you can garnish this. I like this one sometimes with a little bit of diced avocado. Really, really good. Total huge family hit. So I'm going to be doing a taco soup. We love all kinds of different taco soups, anything kind of Southwest style. So I have my garlic, I have my diced tomatoes with green chilies, which is the one I always get because I love the diced green chilies in this. I'm going to be using a can of tomato sauce, and this is just such a great taco soup. And all of these soups are so easy. They're all dump and go. And like I said, we love Southwest type flavors, so we do lots of taco type soups, lots of fajita type soups as well. So just always a family favorite. I'm adding in, I have my black beans, I'm going to add in my lentils, washed and drained. I love lentils in soup. They are just delicious. And here again is my favorite Southwest blend. And I always am keeping this stuff stocked in my freezer, which is so convenient. Just it's frozen, but you can just mix it into so many different things. And since we do so much Southwest stuff, I really use a lot of this. I have my cooked taco meat. You can use ground beef or ground turkey, which I always have taco meat cooked and stored in the freezer as well because my kids love tacos. We do a lot of taco nights. So I'm going to add in my beef broth, 2 cups of beef broth. I'm going to give this a little stir, and I'm going to add in some more beef broth. You can do it as your consistency you prefer, so you can do 2 to 4 cups. I'm going to put the lid on, and this is going to cook for about 30 minutes, and super easy, really quick. All of these soups are so quick in the Dutch oven, which I love. I do not love spending a whole bunch of time at the end of the day when we're trying to do family stuff cooking. So quick meals are my favorite. I hope you enjoyed these 10 soup recipes. Like I said, I love quick and easy, and I'll put the recipe for these in the description box. If you're new to my channel, make sure you click subscribe, and I will see you all in my next video.